Hi guys, it's Henry here from Oasis, and I'm making a video on basic Python syntax and a tutorial on how to do some simple things in Python that can hopefully help you get started using this language. It's a really great language, it's really flexible, easy to use, really easy to write and read, and you can do lots of things with it, yeah. So let's get into it. First of all, I'm just going to do a comment here, and the comment's really easy in Python. It's just a hashtag, and then everything after the hashtag will be ignored when the code is executed. So I can do a title of the video, Python basics. Okay, so below here let's just do some really simple functions. So the first thing you'll probably want to learn is the print function, and you use this function by typing print, open close brackets, and inside that at the moment we're going to be using two speech marks as well. And inside here you can write the classic hello world. So if we save that with Control S, right click and click run code. Down here you can see it's executed the code and it's printed hello world. It's completely ignored this this comment at the top here. Okay, so that's just print's really useful for like debugging, things like that. It's just overall brilliant function. Okay, we can also, there's also another function that I like to use a lot. That's input function. And what you can do with the input function is you can get the input of the user, the person who's using the code, and inside the brackets you can put a like prompt, a little piece of text telling them to input before you actually receive the input. So you can ask the question here, something like, what is your name? So as you can see, when I run the code now, it comes up with hello world, what is your name? And right here you can type your name into this little input function, and at the moment it doesn't do anything. But what we can do is we can set this input to a variable, and that'll be helpful for us to store this input and use it later on. So name equals input, what is your name? And then down here let's try print name, and at the moment we're not going to use the speech marks because this is a variable name and we want it to just print out the value that a variable holds. If we were to put speech marks around here, it would print out the word name, so we don't want that. We want it to be like this. So let's run code. Hello world, what is your name? Put Henry, and there we have it. It's printed out Henry. So let's just try it one more time. So if you put in oops, not there, Gabby, and there we go, it's printed out Gabby. So we're taking this input here, we're calling it name, and we're printing it out. Okay, so we can also add something else to this print area. If we put speech marks before and then a comma, this allows us to put more things into this print argument. So we can have, say, hello and then name. So this is now going to say hello and then Henry. Okay, so we've got two things in here. We've got the hello, and then you have to have the comma, don't forget the comma, and then our variable name. And you could also put things after, like an exclamation mark, and you can just keep going with commas and letting different things, different variables and things like that. So just run code one final time. We've got the exclamation mark there. Okay, a final thing as well, we can use this variable name, and we can use an if statement, and an if statement to use to compare two things. So we can put if name and then a double equal sign. Okay, so double equal sign is just a comparison, and it means if the first thing is exactly the same as the second thing, then this if statement will be true. So if name equals Gabby, Now we you put a colon at the end, and then you get indentation underneath it. We now print something only when name equals Gabby, and something like what new. So just to overview of this, if name equals Gabby, so if name equals the word Gabby, it's going to do this, but only if it equals Gabby. Okay, so let's save and run. So we're gonna have to put the exact word in if we want the if loop to stay true, and that's the exact capitalization, spaces, all things like that. So there we go. We put in Gabby. It says hello Gabby, and it says here what a noob, because this if statement is true. We could also have an else for this if, and that basically means that if this isn't true, then it runs this code right here. So else, we can print something like that. Okay. So then, if we try this again, save our code, run our code, down here at the bottom, we type in Henry, and there we go. The if statement is not true, so it runs the else. And if we try again, we put in Gabby. This shouldn't do else because the if statement is true this time. And there you go, it says what a noob. Brilliant. You done? Okay guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was just some really simple stuff. Very basic, but it can go a long way. It's a foundation you got to get right in order to start making really complicated programs. So yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed, subscribe and like, comment, share, things like that. It's good for the algorithm. Bye.